to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So UCLA's offense will take the field first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Trucks through the defender. Lowers those pads. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Off-play action on first down. Bring in the heat. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! picks up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Power football with the run. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Bruins are flying down the field. The inside handoff. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw it. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit it. And play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Marshall. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Gideon. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll run him out of bounds. Look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going to the run, it's Gideon. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Turns it on in midfield. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ivory. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Lost to fire on second down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give out of the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's in goal. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, UCLA.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Stoneburner.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. They're going to ride this running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas. Just another... SEC football, where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Runs through the tackle.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quarterback on the keeper. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing.
Turning it on! They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow game. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That pass is incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Camarda. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Complete to start this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Nice move there. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They kick it away on 4th down. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
And the Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
A little screen to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Quarterback making checks. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Bruins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Finding an escape route. Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he knocked that one right down the middle. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Past the 20, 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
23, Indiana, 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Got the back over the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, UCLA! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Green Wave offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 21 over Tulsa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know.
Off to the races to the right. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
Here we go.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now they're going to throw it. Looking to buy time. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Bruins! And the stomping has commenced.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Camarda. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Snags a quick pass on the left. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. And the Hoosiers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ivory. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ivory. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Gandy. Plows through the defense. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Unloads quickly. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Defense in press coverage. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Oh, better look out. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gandy.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Fires deep on the run. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down to... Four after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Finds a crease at the 20. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The give to the tailback. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, UCLA! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
Those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
He'll bring it out. It's Camarda. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's
turning it on! And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, and 2nd down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick, but man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.